Yee. Hello, YouTubers again. Here is the same old shadow shine before. But what is going on? I've explained that before as well. Nobody watches my videos, so shit happens. This is hydrogen coming out of a negative electrode. The thing I learned was that what goes out that one coats on this one, negative one. So I need to get a pencil because all the gold, a lot of the gold, is coating onto it. And when I take this wire off and I put it on the positive electrode, what's going to happen is all the gold is going to corrode back into the liquid, and it's going to be like a massive amount of gold that's stuck in the wire. And hopefully it's going to come out of the wiring too, without damaging too many of the wiring upstream. Yeah. So check this out. Gold colloidal. Now why have I got it in water when I could just let it settle and then just cook it or do whatever with it? Check out how thick that is. So spin it and check out what happens. A great desert mass like the sands of time. And here I have a massive copper coil and green gold, but it's what is gold that's supposed to be made via nano something. Not sure what that means. Artificial gold, but it's not fool's gold, it's real gold. But the thing is, it's so full up of pollution, you know, that green shit. So you see how it went that right colour, but then it's polluted with green. So the idea is that you stir it until it all spins. You let it settle, but the green is going to be in the clear. You tip off that green, hopefully you're not wasting too much. And what remains eventually will be just this colour over there. But as I said, that there is some that is artificially designed, and it's that colour anyway. So I could be throwing away stuff that could be, you know, value. So what I do is I put salt, because salt helps the water to conduct electricity, and it makes the arc connect from the positive, where the gold is on, the peg's holding the wire on it, to the negative, which is apart from it at a distance, but only about 2 inches, and it causes the arc to succeed, generating the electrical charge capable of releasing the hydrogen from the salt water. So you can power your car on that, and apparently there's a radio frequency that you can play and beam it directly at the electrodes, and then you set fire to the gas that releases the hydrogen. And if you have a car that has that happening in the carburetor or in the pistons or whatever, but it burns hydrogen, it's going to go real fast. And there are hydrogen powered motorbikes and hydrogen powered cars, and it can run on seawater. The seawater has other things though, clogging agents, other minerals that can get in there, and it's a lot of waste of minerals if you use seawater. So you go to just dilute salt. The more salt you put in, then it ends up becoming sodium hydroxide. And you don't want that. And you must have airflow. So I've got a window open, and the air flows in this town. Wind blows, for some reason it's not blowing so well today. But what it is on the positive one, the positive electrode, carbon dioxide will form from out of the oxygen because there's always a mix. And eventually, a lot of carbon dioxide will happen, and it's a heavy gas eventually. It will overflow, and then it will go down onto your floor, and it will mount up higher and higher, and if you're sleeping below that level, you're inhaling carbon dioxide. So you must have an airflow, and you must flush your house out if you're doing it in your house, which is really not recommended if you have toddlers or any little ones, and even adults that will accumulate carbon dioxide in your house. So you must flush the carbon dioxide out of your house every day, and you must not leave it running during the night, because as you sleep many hours, so the carbon dioxide from the solution will fill your house, and it could cause you to suffocate, and you will die. So the idea is that the majority is hydrogen, and that's a gas as well. So one spark and boom, your house goes. So the hydrogen lights a gas, it goes up, and then it starts coming down. So you turn on the switch and boom. So the thing is, airflow is key to survival. Very dangerous, but not if you've got slow release. So like I've got low amps, which means slow pulsage, and low electricity, which means take your time. Bugger all happens, and it dissipates among the air within that time. Okay, so that's important. There is a fast method, and that's using higher amps with lower voltage, super low voltage, because this voltage doesn't have to be much unless you have a great amount of gold being done at a time. So if you stick a whole group of them together, you need a little bit more voltage. But generally speaking, you need to keep it low. As low as you possibly can, but enough voltage to push whatever amount of matter you're pushing. So voltage is determined to determine how much matter you are pushing. So higher voltage to a degree, but not too high. Then again, it's said that super high voltage can convert anything into gold. If it reaches 280,000 kilowatts, then you're talking about serious mercury to gold conversion, but highly dangerous. Only nuclear power stations and with super professional isolation, insulation and protection of humans, because the danger of lightning strikes will be 280-fold, or 28 times. The chance of that happening on a clear day could happen. So being in a nuclear facility helps if you did that. However, if you keep it slow and low, you've got much time in your day, you can safely, harmlessly do it in a friendly way. And that's how I do it. Nice and low and slow. Leave it just roll on. Be back in half an hour to check on it. And you can do that with any circuitry that has that. But why? Why do it? Well, it's because it has a limit. So turn it into this. Wash the salt out. Add more water. When it clears and settles like this, tip off the crap. You could be if it's got any particles, then forget it. Let it get clear first, and then tip the clear off. And you can still test the ppm to find out how much iron or metal is in the liquid. Tip it off, put in more water, see what the ppm is. What water you use probably has ppm in it as well. Okay, parts per million of metal. So you can find out if these are metals or if these are just silica, which is a sand, silicon made from sand. Very toxic, green toxic, but can be cleansed and refined. It takes about 7 washes to get a super good one. You don't really need to do it with this one that many times, only about 3 washes because it's gold. But this one, you need a lot of washes till it gets back to that. And it ends up quite brown. So you get this brown dirt that actually can cook off and become this, as beads. Alright, good luck. Try using some borax.